Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my July empties, declutter, and low-buy update. There is a lot to cover in this video, so in order to keep this video from being a million minutes long, we're gonna jump right into it. Let's start with body care. All right, first of all, I finished this rose-scented luxury bath scrub. If I had hands available, I would be using air quotes. I don't think this was luxury. I don't think it was a scrub. I don't think it was even a good wash. I did not like this at all. It was in my 2020 Vision Project pan, so I'm really happy it's gone. Now, just this morning, I finished this. This was my Bath & Body Works Purely Silk Body Lotion. If you are as old as me, you will remember this being sold at Bath & Body Works years and years ago. I have like 3 of these, so feels good to get one down, to be down to 2. This was in the scent White Ginger and Amber. It was a lovely scent. I really liked it. I'm currently working on the body wash still, but I need to get my lotion numbers down, and moving one out is awesome. So this is gone. The whole shtick about this Purely Silk line was that it gave you a powdery, soft finish after you applied it. The problem I found was that it tended to pill up as I was applying it, and this was even back then when I first bought it. It was still doing it now, which is super annoying, and that's not something I really like, but it did leave my skin feeling so amazing. I really liked the way my skin felt. I had to use a spatula to get everything out, but I feel like I did a pretty decent job of getting as much out as I possibly could. Okay, and finally I finished a body lotion. This is one of those samples from Matrix that you get in almost every hotel you visit. This is in my turn and burn project, so I'm really happy to have this gone and another itty bitty lotion out of my stash. Okay, let's move on to products for the face. I finished the Le Fer Skin Brightening Serum. This was in my Roulette Pan collab project. I'd also been kind of panning this on the side anyways. I received this from the company free for review purposes. They sell their products on Amazon, and I really like the serum. My only complaint was that I felt like the amount of product that came in this bottle didn't last very long. It was gone within 2 months, which never happens for me. I never finish anything in 2 months, but this was gone in 2 months. So I really like this product, and I would definitely consider repurchasing it. I also finished this little sample from Mary Kay. This is the Botanical Effects Mask. I think it was like a mud mask, but I already forgot. I'm not that into masking. I don't need any new masks. I have years and years worth of masks in my stash, and when I finally do use what I have, I will have to evaluate my skin type and what kind of mask I need in my life. Because when I was 15, I had extremely oily skin, and I needed the kind of masks that really pull the oil out of your pores, but I don't need that as much as I used to. I'm more like normal to dry. Well, now that it's summertime, I'm more oily. In the wintertime, I get quite dry. So I'm all over the place. But I'm really bad about masking, and I don't need a mask in my life. And I'm glad to have this little sample out. This was another one from Turn and Burn. Okay, let's move on to makeup. There's quite a bit here. Some of it just went into the empties bin today, which is super exciting. Let me show you what those are first. I finished the Ulta Liquid Illuminator in bronze. This is in the 2020 Vision Project pan, and I finished it today. It is all gone. I cannot believe it. This was a good product. It was a little frustrating at first. I didn't know how to use it. In the end, I used it as a bit of a primer before I applied foundation, and I really enjoyed it. I was kind of trying to figure out what else I can use tomorrow now that this is gone, so that I can keep going with this kind of product. I'm sure I have something in my stash that works quite comparably. I'll have to go look, but this is gone, and it's off my bathroom counter. Also, from the 2020 Vision Project pan, the Urban Decay Primer Potion is finally gone. I cannot get any more product out of here. I'm not about to try to figure out how to cut this thing open, but I actually feel fairly confident that I've scraped every last bit out. This lasted so long. It's really amazing. I'm glad it's gone. Okay, This Fresh Sugar Rosé Lip Balm has been sitting on my bathroom counter for a few months now. It was an empty 2 months ago, but I knew there was a little bit more product left in here that I wanted to try to scrape out, and it just sat on my bathroom counter for the last 2 months and I forgot about it. So I finally scraped out, there's clearly a little bit more product at the bottom, but I've scraped out as much as I felt like I needed to, and I'm good with it. Like, I feel like I got enough out to call this an empty. I'm satisfied. I like this lip balm, but I just can't imagine paying cash for a full size of this. I got this as a Sephora gift, birthday gift one year. But yeah, I can't imagine paying full price for one of these when there's so many great alternatives at my local drugstore. You know, they might not be as good as this, but they're really good. So, happy that's gone. So glad it's finally in the empties bin. Epic Cookie has been asking me about that lip balm every month for 2 months. Like, why isn't it in the empties? So we could all rest now, Epic Cookie. It's in the empties. Okay, also in the empties is my Tarte CC Primer in the shade Medium. I finished the shade in Light a few months ago. Now I finally finished this one. I decided not to dig this out like I did with the other one. Unfortunately, as much as I love this product, it's just too difficult to use without the packaging that it came in. So I'm not going to depot this and keep using it. I'm just going to call it done, and I'm good with that. I have some things that you don't see in my empties bin very often. First of all, I finished my NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. This is a clear brow gel. You guys recommended I try this when I was asking for what the best clear brow gel is. I did really like this. However, I have a tinted brow gel sample from Ulta that I'm trying to use up, so I switched to that. I kind of miss this. I kind of think I'd rather use like a brow pencil or an eyeshadow or brow powder with a clear brow gel versus just a tinted brow gel, but I think I'm getting the hang of the tinted brow gel either way. This is empty, it's gone. Plus, I've decided to switch out the 2 mascaras that I've been using. This is my Mascara Primer from L'Oreal, and this is the CoverGirl Supersizer in Waterproof. I've been using these for like a year. I don't care about time frames. I know some people worry about the timeline of using a mascara. They follow the 3-month rule, or they follow a 4-month rule, or they follow a 6-month rule, whatever people are comfortable with. I've never had a problem with mascara. I've had a couple of eye infections in my life, and they were all directly related back to my job working in a school. I get eye infections from working in a school, not from my mascara. And when I do get an eye infection, I have to toss the mascara that I was using at the time. However, I've never found that my mascara has caused me to get an eye infection. So I've been using this for like a year, and I finally was ready to call it quits on this. Same thing with this. I actually take the stopper out of my primers to get every last bit out. I don't do that for mascaras, but I actually took the stopper out, and that sucker is filthy dirty and empty. I am currently working on a new one of these because this is my favorite mascara primer, and I'm working on a sample of a MAC mascara. Okay, couple more little makeup samples. I finished this makeup primer from La Roche-Posay. It's all right. This was from Turn and Burn. And I finished a little foundation sample from Tarte. This is also in Turn and Burn. That's it for my empties. Let's move on to the declutters. A couple of you suggested after last month's empties videos that because I was in the hole for my low-buy bank account, that I should go through and do some decluttering. And when I initially read those comments, I'm not gonna lie, my first thought was, they still don't get me. They still don't get that I don't declutter. Like, decluttering is not what I do. But I actually have declutters. There's a couple of things that made that happen. Most of these declutters are lip products, and I was reorganizing my lipsticks, and as I was doing that, I was pulling them out and giving them the sniff test, and some of them had gone bad. So that's what most of these declutters are. I hate that I have makeup that has gone bad, but there's no way I'm gonna wear them anymore, and they definitely need to be decluttered. So before we get to the makeup, I'm going to show you these two. First of all, I'm finally decluttering this Schmidt's deodorant. This was a bottom in my top 3 and bottom 3 for 1 month. Unfortunately, this deodorant broke me out. When I mentioned it to you guys and to coworkers, I realized that this is happening to a lot of people. It starts out fine, you get about halfway through the tube and you get a horrible rash. I cannot use this anymore. I bought this at TJ Maxx for like $3. So I'm glad I had a chance to try this out and see how it did. I'm glad I was able to use about half the bottle, but it's going in the garbage. I tried pawning this off on my husband and he was like, yeah, no, I don't want a natural deodorant that breaks out your armpits. Thanks, but no thanks. So I couldn't pawn it off on him. There's nobody else I could give this to, so I'm just gonna throw this away. It's a bummer. Same thing with this Paco Rabanne Million Lucky Cologne. I put this in my turn and burn thinking that I would wear it. And then the first time I sprayed it, I realized that this is, well, I didn't realize. I just thought this smells very manly. And I made a comment about how manly this cologne smelled, and a couple of you guys were like, yeah, that's because it's a man's cologne. So, okay, gotcha now. I tried pawning this off on my husband too, like, hey, wouldn't you like this great cologne sample? And he was like, nope, I don't want it. So that's going to, that was also in turn and burn. It's out of here. Let's get on to the lipstick declutter. The first thing I'm decluttering is all of these are so old. All of these are so old. I only have one regret out of this bunch. Out of all of these, there's only one product I truly regret having to declutter, and it breaks my heart a little bit. The rest of these are just old. A lot of these were handed down to me from a friend. I didn't buy them myself, and I tried to use them. I had the best intentions to use them up. It just didn't happen, and they gotta go. Here's an oldie. This is a lip palette from Victoria's Secret. Having these in the past are the reason I realized that lip palettes are not my thing. When ABH came out with their lip palette and everybody was going crazy for it, I just sat back like, nope, that's okay, not my thing. This is not a convenient way to apply lipstick for me. It's fun to play around, it's fun to mix them, but I'm not gonna carry this in my purse and reapply throughout the day. And a lot of times I leave the house without anything on my lips. The only time I wear lipstick before I leave the house is when I'm filming. Otherwise, I go in the car with my breakfast. I eat my breakfast in the car ride and then I apply lipstick. So this is so impractical. I did hit pan on one of these. I hit pan on this one. The rest do not have pan on them, but it's going. It stinks. It's hard. It's waxy. It's sticky. It's out of here. Okay, this lipstick, it's a Covergirl lipstick. I don't know what the shade name is. Whatever sticker used to be on it has completely fallen off, and it doesn't smell that bad. It smells a little bit bad. The problem is it's really hard and you cannot apply it anymore. All right, here's one from L'Oreal. It's in the shade Hip Honey. This was definitely a hand-me-down. I would probably never buy this frosty light brown nude shade. Sticky, very sticky. This one is from Amway. This was definitely not something I bought. This is in the shade Maple Mocha. Nope. All right, this one is from Ultima 2. I haven't seen this brand in years. I do still have some of these that haven't gone bad, but this one has gone bad. It stinks and it's hard as a rock. There's no way I could use it. Here's one from Revlon. It's in the shade Stone. Not gonna get a ton of use out of that anytime soon. And again, hard as a rock. I swatched all these when I was going through them, and you can tell in a swatch that they're not gonna work, you know? They're too far gone. All right, this one's from Urban Decay. It's in the shade Pallor. This is another hand-me-down. All these so far were handed down to me, except for, I think, the Victoria's Secret lip palette. That's the only one I bought. Wait till you see this color. I did not buy this. I have some ugly colors I've bought in the past, but I did not buy this. no. It's gotta go. All right, now this is the one that broke my heart a little bit. This is a Bare Minerals lipstick in the shade Rose Crepe. And I think this was gifted to me by my good friend, the one who gives me a lot of these lipsticks and hands them down to me. And unfortunately, this just stinks. It smells horrible. There's wax bloom along the sides of it. And it's quite sticky and hard. Really sticky. So this is the one out of all of them that I'm a little sad I didn't get to, but it's gone. I'm not going to use it now. All right, I also have two little deluxe samples. This one's from Revlon in the shade Nude. The product has shrunken and is just kind of bobbing around in there. Can't really access it. And this is a sample from, I have no idea. I have no idea where the sample came from. Maybe Mary Kay. Yeah, hard as a rock, really sticky. Doesn't smell great. So, when I add up everything that's in a full-size empty, whether it was something I actually finished or something I've decluttered. By the way, I'm counting each of these pans as individuals. So right here is 5 empties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I count everything up, I have a total of 22 empties for the month of June, which is great. There were some half point products that counted. These 4 are all deluxe samples that, whether I panned or not, would have taken me forever. These 2 did take forever. These 2 would have taken me forever to pan. So I'm counting these as half points. They're all makeup products and they're getting a half point. So that's 2 points right there. And then the rest of the full-size products that were shown in this video adds up to 22. The question is, did I buy anything? And the answer is, I did not. I did not buy anything during the month of July, but I did have a couple of full-size products come into me during the month of July. So I'll show them to you now. Ironically, both of them are skincare. So there's no new makeup that came in during the month of July, which is really great. First of all, this vitamin C serum from Smart Skin. Smart R Skin. I was contacted by the company. They said they would send this to me and I agreed to it. I'm doing a 21-day challenge with this. So I've been using this every day to see if it does anything to my skin. I don't know what the results are. I'll have to compare the before and after photos and see for myself. But this is a full-size skin serum. I actually think it's pretty good as far as serums go, and I was really interested in a vitamin C serum, so I'm really glad I was sent this. The other full-size product is a product I received from Influencer, and this is really exciting because it's an eye cream, and I am running low on eye cream. So at some point in the near future, I would have had to go and buy an eye cream. And honestly, I was kind of lost as far as what to buy. Didn't have a product in mind. Like, when all this is gone, I know what I'm going to get. I wasn't 100% sure. Well, it turns out I absolutely love this eye cream. It's from the brand Biossance. And it's the Squalene and Marine Algae Eye Cream. Here it is right here. This is a full-size product. It is this beautiful, you can't tell. It's this beautiful, like, creamy pink color. I really like this eye cream. I think it's great. I'm enjoying it. They also sent me a deluxe sample of the serum from Biossance. I'm not counting this against my Low Buy Bank because it's a deluxe sample and it's skincare, but I did receive this as well, and I've been using this and I really like it also. I think it's going to be in my empties bin soon. At the end of last month, I had a deficit in my Low Buy Bank of 12. I was in the red for 12 items. Because I had 22 empties this month, I got in the black for 10. I was plus 10. Plus the 2 full-size products that came in takes 4 points out of my Low Buy Bank. That's hard to say. Takes 4 points out of my Low Buy Bank, which leaves me with a balance at this point at the end of July of 6 points in my Low Buy Bank. I'm back in the black. I'm out of the red. I'm happy about that. I'd like that number to get a lot higher. The truth is, I haven't bought anything in a few months now. This has been really good for me. I haven't had this much success with going this long into the year without buying things in a long time, without making an Ulta purchase. My Ulta points are up to like close to 6,500, I think. I'm around 6,300 Ulta points. I've been higher before. That's about $375 worth of free makeup that I could buy right now if I wanted to, but this low buy is preventing me from doing those kind of things. The truth is, I've kind of had the blinders on. There's some things I've been wanting. It might be time to do a wish list video again soon, or an Exhibit A video real soon, because there's some palettes that have been calling my name and I need to fight that urge. That is my July Empties, Declutter, and Low Buy update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.